Why the Muslims of the subcontinent needed an independent state. We are going to tell you in this video. The Muslims of the Indo-Pakistan subcontinent found themselves in a time of great disparity and oppression. After nearly 800 years of rule, they were now facing discrimination and inequality at the hands of their colonial masters. The failure of the War of Independence in 1857 had only served to further alienate the Muslims, who were now being pushed to the margins of society. Under the dynamic leadership of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, millions of Muslims assembled at Iqbal Park in Lahore on March 23, 1940, where they passed the historic Pakistan's Resolution. Following the adoption of the Pakistan Resolution, Quaid-e-Azam reorganized AML on modern lines and made repeated visits to all Muslims-majority provinces including KP, earlier called NWFP, to mobilize masses for Pakistan. The Pakistan movement's history could not be completed without mentioning the historic role of Islamia College Peshawar's ICP students. Quaid visited ICP in 1936, 1945, and 1948 to acknowledge the outstanding role of its students during the Pakistan movement. Quaid had an immense love for tribesmen of merged tribal districts, erstwhile FATA, for their strong commitment, loyalty, sacrifices, and consistent support during the Pakistan movement, acknowledged by him during his address at Grand Tribal Jira at Governor House, Peshawar on April 17, 1948. The colonial rulers, who had taken power under the guise of the East India Company, began to favor the Hindus over the Muslims in all aspects of life. Political, economic, and human rights were stripped away from the Muslims, leaving them with little hope for the future. They were almost completely shut out of government jobs, education, and civil and military services, further exacerbating their plight. It was in this era of darkness and oppression that Sir Syed Ahmed Khan emerged as a beacon of hope for the oppressed Muslims. Drawing inspiration from the teachings of religious leaders such as Muhammad Al-Fsani and Shah Waliullah, Sir Syed instilled a new sense of direction and dynamism among his fellow Muslims. Through educational, political, and social reforms, he sought to bring about an intellectual revolution that would empower the Muslims and help them regain their past glory. The All India Muhammadan Educational Conference, AIMEC, in Aligarh, founded by Sir Syed in 1886, played a crucial role in this transformation. By providing modern education, promoting socio-economic development, and fostering political unity among the Muslims, AIMEC enabled millions to compete with other communities and stand on equal footing. It served as a launching pad for the Muslims to initiate a peaceful political and democratic struggle for a separate homeland in the subcontinent. The establishment of the All India Muslim League, AIL, on December 30, 1906, in Dhaka marked a turning point for the Muslims. It united them under a common cause and gave new impetus to the independence movement for Pakistan. The leadership of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who formally joined AML in 1913, further propelled the movement forward. Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal, in his historic address in Allahabad in 1930, articulated the two-nation theory, asserting that Muslims were a distinct nation deserving of political independence from the rest of India. The Pakistan movement passed through various phases, culminating in the practical realization of a separate state for the Muslims. In 1933, during a gathering in London, Chaudhary Rahmat Ali proposed the name Pakistan, solidifying the vision of a homeland for the Muslim-majority provinces in northwestern India. The struggle for Pakistan had been long and arduous, but with the dedication and perseverance of its leaders and supporters, it finally came to fruition. The journey towards independence was not easy, but the Muslims of the subcontinent had shown resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Through education, unity, and political activism, they had managed to carve out a separate identity and secure a homeland where they could live in peace and prosperity. The legacy of Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal would forever be remembered as the architects of Pakistan's independence and the champions of Muslim rights in the subcontinent. Pak Day reminds us of the contributions of our forefathers who sacrificed their comfort for our future and struggled to attain Pakistan for us. Today, After 84 years of the passage of the historical resolution, we need to review ourselves as a nation.